Today on an all-new Dr. Phil, police called it one of the worst crimes they had ever witnessed. A 5-year-old boy starved and held captive in a tiny closet under the stairs. The boy's stepmother, now behind bars, denied she ever hurt the child, but her children tell a different story. They're revealing to Dr. Phil how they freed him, saving his life.
Coming from this cubbyhole, you start hearing cries for help. You start hearing him say, "Help me."
Yes.
What do you hear?
Well, yeah, I would hear him like banging on the wall and asking for help and just crying and screaming, and just he didn't understand why he was there.
And Dr. Phil joins us now to talk more about this exclusive interview. Dr. Phil, thank you for being with us today. This is a horrific story here. Fill us in, please. Also, who exactly was keeping Jordan in a closet?
Well, there were 6 or 7 children in the home, and they were in the home with a biological father and a stepmother, Tammy Blymeyer. And this child was being kept not just in a closet, but in a cubbyhole inside a closet that was about the size of a dog carrier. I mean, the child couldn't even stand up. It had to huddle up in fetal position. And when the child, by the way, was found, the child weighed like 29 pounds at 5 years of age. The bones were sticking out. There were marks that appeared that the child had been tasered. And what happened at the time, we flew in and the parents wouldn't talk to us. The stepmother and father wouldn't talk to us, but the lawyer said, "We'll let you tour the house." And you can see that this just didn't happen. This is a wonderful home. What they didn't know is we were going to be there really fast, because we came into this remote area by helicopter, and I don't think they were through staging the house. We found paint buckets outside. There was still masking tape around the ceilings. They were trying to cover up the horrific, squalid living conditions in this home, and we just found it mid-step. And we got inside the closet, we found the cubbyhole, and then they said, well, we better let her talk. So I did interview the stepmother, and she just took such non-credible positions in lying. Now, what happens on today's show is her biological children are the ones that turned her in. They heard this child, they couldn't stand his cries for help and his pain, and a fight broke out with their father and stepmother. The police were called, and they saved this young child's life. And I was able to ask them, what did you think when you watched my interview with your mother? And they said, we love the fact that you were holding her feet to the fire, because she was lying and you were not letting her get away with it. And so she did not take a plea deal, and just a few weeks ago got sentenced to, I think it's 28.5 years in prison.
Catch Dr. Phil today at 3 p.m., followed by Eyewitness News at 4.